Welcome to the Spooky Stoner podcast. I'm Lindsey.
And I'm Denah. That was aggressive.
I know. Thank you for joining us. On this podcast, we talk about witchy and spooky shit that we love to talk about, and hopefully you love to listen to. And as the title of our podcast suggests, I'm going to sing this one day. We do all this while smoking some greens. So buckle up, you leprechaun, and let's go.
I got you a lucky leprechaun.
And I wrote these notes last night.
Oh my gosh. We're so weird.
We are so synced up.
That's so creepy. I bought Lindsey coffee this morning in case y'all can't tell from her voice.
Yeah.
She's almost done with hers. I'm still working on mine. She chugged it.
I have not been chugging it.
Well, I still got half of mine left.
You got here an hour ago.
We've had these Jesus coffee drinks, and they literally hit you with lightning like God. I think we're not supposed to have them.
Maybe.
I think that's why God's like, oh, you're going to get all of the caffeine then.
Is that a bad thing?
No, because
we
got witchy shit to do.
I do I
need the energy.
Before I go do workouts, I do C4 and it's like flipping liquid cocaine. Like I can feel all my fingers tingling.
This place down the road from your house, it's a Christian coffee shop. We love them. But these drinks, I feel it. Like they have got a lot of caffeine in them.
We also did smoke sativa too.
No, I can feel the coffee.
Oh, okay.
For sure.
And then we went
for Jesus juice is jacked.
Yeah. They make sure to have extra espresso. It's for their Bible studies.
Yeah, because you got to spread the word about the Lord.
Yeah. They make sure you're surely caffeinated to tell people about the Lord or do your Bible study.
Just give people legal stimulants. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. It's not legal at all. But anyway, there's an estate sale going on down the road, and I've never been to an estate sale. So I walked in because I'm nosy also, and I was like, I want to see the inside of this person's house. I want to see what they have. This is super interesting. I'm going to have to start doing estate sales.
Yeah.
Not that I'm actually going to buy anything. I just want to go into people's house and be nosy and be allowed to.
Yeah. I don't know. It depends on where they died. I didn't love that one that we just went to.
Well, that's because Denah got to talk to the dude.
I didn't really. Vibes. He was not pleased. There was a lot of people there.
Yeah.
And he seemed like an indoorsy type fella.
Yeah, he did. He had lots of hobbies. He's the kind of person that I was like, if I would have known you in real life, this is sad to say, I would have totally loved to have gone to his house.
Yeah.
Because he was obviously Jewish,
but
also he had Buddha stuff, Baptist, church stuff, Mayan stuff, had some cool stuff like that. Had some. Oh wait, those bookends weren't there anymore. Oh my gosh, did someone pay $150 for those?
Maybe
that was crazy. Or they paid $75 because everything's 50% off today. They had Hindu stuff, Buddha stuff, all the things. He was definitely everywhere. And then he had comic books and
records
and
ham radio.
Yeah, hand radio.
The OG podcasters.
Yeah. He had a mic, and we were like, maybe. And then I was like, I have no idea if that would work with our stuff. So we were not going to get it. And then he had instruments and model cars and just so much stuff in this house. And it was just
coins.
Yeah. Oh, he had the original script to a Star Trek episode, original OG.
Ooh, that's sick. One of those newspapers in that one room was from the 1800s.
Oh yeah, yeah. He had it was just really cool to check out his stuff and just see and I kind of look at my stuff and I was like, would people look at my stuff and be like, "Ooh, this person's all over the place"?
No,
I don't think so.
We're not old enough for our stuff to be cool.
Yeah,
he was older. He'd been collecting a long time.
Yeah, I guess so. But I mean, you can tell I'm a little bit of a nerd, but also a little bit of a millennial. Heathen.
I said millennial.
A millennial. I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
I have some toys. Anyway. So we started the day off great.
Yeah, as soon as we walked up though, I could feel I think this man was had a tendency to isolate and be at home and didn't like a lot of people around. So as soon as we walked up, I was like, oh, nobody likes this. He does not want us this many people in at a time.
Yeah.
Because there were a lot of people in the house.
Yeah.
And it was overwhelming just as a regular person, and it's not even my house.
Did you see that girl or that woman who was right up in my bubble? and I accidentally elbowed her.
Yeah. I thought you thought she was me for a second, and I was like, lady, you were all up in her space.
Yeah. I elbowed her, and I just looked at her. I didn't apologize. I was like, you're, like, literally in my bubble.
Yeah. I like to cough now. When people get a little too close to me, I do a and then stare them dead in the eye.
Yeah.
Like,
I will give you the plague.
You remember that pandemic we went through, bitch?
Yeah.
Back up.
But yeah, like, you can't, like, this deal is so good that you have to, like, cut.
She was hanging out.
Yeah.
I think she knew him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting, because from what I understand, the people who are doing the estate sales, or, whatever.
Yeah.
Was, like, 2 of his friends. Like, guy friends, it sounded like.
Interesting.
But also, they were, like, trying to get, like, the juicy gossip about this guy, too. Because he was like, because I've been there multiple times. Mm-hmm. Because I'm like, is this thing still there? Is this thing still there? And every time I go, I find, like, new interesting stuff. And so the second time that I went Thursday, they were like, do you live right next door? And I was like, no, I live, like, down the road a little bit. And they're like, oh, well, did you ever hear that, like, this guy, like, committed suicide in his house? And I was like, I don't know that gossip.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
But I was like, that's terrible, but at the same time intriguing. Like, did he?
Yeah, he definitely had hoarding tendencies.
Mm-hmm.
He was a collector and an isolator. But a cool dude. He had a bunch of really neat ham radio awards. That was neat.
Yeah.
And I like the old newspapers and stuff. That was cool.
Yeah, he even had, like, a print of our neighborhood from, like, the 1990s.
The locks on the closets concern me, though. I don't understand that.
Oh, yeah.
Unless he would lock them from the outside. But
why?
I don't know.
What was in the closet that you had to lock it?
Maybe he rented the rooms out, and that was, like, where people could put their stuff and lock it in there.
Oh, maybe. But there wasn't, like, anywhere that you could put a padlock on it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it was super creepy. They had, like, locks on the back, like, outside of, like, closet doors. Like, even the AC unit had, like, a little slide lock on it.
That was very odd.
It's very odd. But the first 2 times that I went by there, I didn't notice that. So, like I said, every time I go, I notice something new. Like, how interesting this person was.
He's a cool dude.
He was a cool dude.
He don't like all them motherfucking people in his house, though. All right, today I'm going to talk about spell jars.
Okay.
Just like a quick overview. Because they're simple and easy. And I may have already done this, but this one will be with specific recipes.
Yeah. I did a protection ball, which is pretty much a spell jar, just in an ornament.
Yeah. So you get your jar or a ball or anything. Have you ever seen those little terrariums that you can buy? Mm-hmm. You can get one of those. Those are fun. Because
we used to work around plant people.
Yeah.
Like, in an office with plant people.
Of course I know what a terrarium is. My grandmother used to have this pyramid, and it was glass. And the bottom of it was mirrored. And it was, maybe 3 inches tall. It was small. Mm-hmm. But it opened. And you could close it. And she would put little spell jars in it. And then change them out.
That's cool. Yeah. I like the pyramid thing.
Right. I wonder where the heck that thing is. I wonder if my mom has that. I don't know. But it's like, you can put them in whatever the hell you want, really.
Note for another time.
Yeah.
Where is that?
Like, you could do a spell jar in a coffee can if you want to. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares.
Got it.
Do whatever you want. As always. These are just suggestions.
Mm-hmm. Try and be respectful. Like, if you can find a jar, use a jar. But if you're really, really needing a protection spell from, like, a crazy ex that you have a restraining order, use that can. It is fine.
Yeah.
The universe understands.
Yeah.
That's the best thing about this, is, like, the universe understands. Like, if you have low energy, use a can. Use a coffee can. It's okay, boo.
Yeah. You're good.
You're good.
All right. So you get your container. We'll call it a container spell.
Do a Tupperware spell.
Yeah, do a Tupperware spell. You get your container, right? And you can cleanse the container itself if you want. I don't know. People cleanse whatever you want. I don't.
As a reminder, smoke, crystals,
the moon,
sage, the moon,
water
the
if
sun.
It's water safe.
Anything to cleanse it.
Yeah. You get your container and I would think about checking the moon cycle and checking what the planets are doing and things like that to see if like if you get the whim on a Tuesday, right? And then you check in with everything and it's like, actually this Thursday is going to be a full moon. You know, you might wait till Thursday or you can do it Tuesday. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
The universe understands. But
there just might be some bang for your buck.
Right.
If you waited a little bit longer.
A little extra oomph if you wait. So I would check in that. And I say you should build your spell jar at your altar.
Okay.
I would go to your altar and do it there and do it like as almost a meditation type thing.
Okay.
While you're building it. I would probably
make it a vibe.
Because I work from home and I have the time to do things like this, what I would likely do is get my container and my ingredients ready like a day or two before and let them charge on my altar.
Mm-hmm.
And then actually do it like at the full moon.
Got it.
And then like make the jar on the full moon. But I would probably let it charge on my altar for a few days because I'm lazy and I work from home and I could just set a bunch of crap up there.
Yeah.
And be done with it. And be like, I'm doing witchcraft.
Yeah, but
it takes 5 minutes.
But do some self-care. Make it a moment for yourself.
Yeah.
Make it a vibe.
Yeah.
Smoke a joint.
Light you a candle, smoke a joint, definitely. It's a craft. It's
Turn
arts
some music
and crafts,
on,
dude.
Music to, reach your vibe. Like if you need a protection spell, put some Beyonce on.
Or Cardi B.
Some Cardi B. We did it.
Little bitch, you can't talk to me.
Yeah.
If you wanted to.
But if you want calm, just do some meditation
Enya?
music. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of Enya. I'm more like, this is going to be my millennial self. I'm more like chill step or that work.
Yeah, I like that too, but Enya is amazing.
I know. I mean, I know she's amazing. She's just not my vibe.
Now I'm going to have Enya stuck in my head all day.
Have fun with that.
That's annoying. What am I talking about? Spell jars.
Spell jars.
So you got your shit together and you're going to go sit down. What kind of shit, you ask, Denah? What kind of shit should I get together? Right?
Mm-hmm.
So it depends on what you want. Obviously. I'm going to go through some recipes now.
Okay.
Or some, not coordinations, but what's the word I'm looking for there?
Combinations?
No. Coordinations. I don't know. Whatever.
Mix it up.
Yeah. So let's say you need some prosperity. Here's some things you could put in your jar. You could use cinnamon. Cinnamon's always good. A lot of people do on the first of the month. They do the cinnamon cleanse of their house.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Oh, wait. Today's the 2nd. Damn it. I missed it.
Yeah. You're fucked now.
I'm fucked for the whole month.
If only except we get 3 paydays this month. So you're actually probably fine.
Yeah, I'm probably fine. I always mean to do it and then something comes up and then it doesn't. Probably because also on the 1st, my idea is to change all the filters and do a really nice house clean and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that comes first.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, y'all. I am talking very fast today. The caffeine is kicking in.
I told you that Jesus juice.
That Jesus juice. So by the time I have all the things in my head done,
mm-hmm.
I'm oh, the 1st is gone. Damn it. But I'm pretty sure I could do it on a full moon too, and it'll be
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Cares. The universe does not give 2 shits about our dates.
Yeah.
The universe is yeah, cool. Here's the full moon. That's what I'm going by.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck y'all are talking about March. I don't know what that word means. Any hoozle. Prosperity.
Go ahead.
Cinnamon. Clove. Mint. Nutmeg. Think of all your holiday flavors because all the holiday flavors are trying to bring prosperity.
Okay.
As
Pine?
far as yeah. Oh yeah. Because it's green. Anything green.
Oh yeah. Duh.
Shit, you can find you some clover. What's up? Even if it's not a 4-leaf, just a 3-leaf clover is fine.
Yeah.
The universe is yeah, I know what you mean. It's fine.
Yeah.
You could throw some rocks off in there. Get your rocks off. Citrine, green aventurine, malachite,
Fool's
emerald,
gold.
Fool's gold, real gold. And then You can also put in things, just anything really that represents money, a blank check. You could put in coins. You could put in, if you got like a key to a safety deposit box or something, throw that bitch in there. You know what I mean? Shit. Sticky note from your bank.
That'd be hilarious because you would know where your key is to your safe deposit. And the thing is, robbers probably wouldn't be looking in like a flipping jar and be like, oh, it's in there. No, it's not.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's in like,
a pen from your bank. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like all kind of shit. Whatever represents money. Spell jars, the thing about them is like you want to put in your like witchy shit, like your herbs and your stones and whatever, but also put in whatever the fuck else means something to you.
Write some dollar signs on a piece of paper. Throw it in there.
Oh my gosh, a money sigil on a piece of paper. Boom. Throw that bitch off in there.
We got it. Do all the money stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, green, you throw you joint off in there. Weed.
Yeah.
People put weed in their spell jars a lot.
Yeah.
For different reasons, but prosperity can be one too. What else could you put in a prosperity spell jar?
You can seal it with green wax.
Yes. Yeah, I would. I would seal it with green wax or gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, right now though it's about to be St. Patrick's Day. You could put a whole ton of random crap in a spell jar for prosperity.
Yeah. Go to the Dollar Tree.
Seriously, go to the Dollar Tree. Get a bunch of like Irish coins and be like, boom, I need $1 million hairs.
Yep.
Dollars.
I was like, doll hairs? What? Are we talking about cursed dolls now?
No. Thank goodness there weren't any of those at that guy's house. That would freak me out.
Oh, yeah. I bet, like, if a woman died, there's probably, like, a crazy amount of dolls.
Oh, yeah. Ugh.
Looking at you with their dead eyes.
All right. Moving on from prosperity, we can move into love. Ugh. But if you're so inclined, I would fully recommend only self-love jars because...
yeah.
Find money, not relationships. But for your self-love jar, I'm just going to call it self-love. I'm not even going to talk about love. It's not romantic love. You shouldn't be doing witchcraft for that.
Actually, me and Wendy were talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
About, like, self-love. Because I guess one of her friends is, like, really obsessed with her boyfriend. Not really obsessed. Like, it's very toxic.
Mm-hmm.
But she doesn't want to leave because she doesn't want to be alone. And I was like, girl... Best thing in the world is to learn to be alone by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because then, for a guy to be in your life, he has to up your life.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah. So, yeah, I went on like a whole rant last night about like self-love and all the things. So, if you're in that position, self-love jar, go for it.
Yeah. You can throw some flower petals, any kind of flower. This says rose and jasmine, but who gives a shit? Whatever flowers you like.
Got it.
Whatever your favorite flower is. But if you got cats, watch out for lilies. They will kill your babies.
Yeah.
So don't get those. Or put them directly into the spell jar.
Which is really sad because I love lilies.
I know. Those are my favorite flowers. It's so annoying, stupid cats. But I love them too. So.
Why has some woman not been like, hey, I really love lilies, but I love my cats. Let me make a genetic.
We know breeders.
Yes. Make it genetically
I'm making a phone call Monday.
Do it for it. Go for it.
I'm gonna be like, hey, well, I got you.
Why is lilies
you ain't figuring this out?
Why are lilies dangerous to cats? And can we remove that from the lily? Fix it.
Any hoozle, your self-love jar, whatever flower you want. Like if your favorite flower is sunflowers, throw that bitch off in there.
Yeah. Bring some happiness.
Yeah. You can do Epsom salts. Like basically, make it a bath bomb.
Oh, okay.
Is what you can do. You don't have to do that. But you can use rose quartz and garnet and all the pink stones and all that stuff.
Man, now I really want a bath. Thanks, Denah.
Sorry.
I'm just like, man, I want like one of those romantic ones with the candles and the rose petals.
Yeah.
Yeah, men should do that more often. That makes sense.
I do that for myself all the time.
Yeah.
I have these rose petal soaps.
Oh, really?
That I throw in.
Nice.
Yeah, I get those.
So, yeah. Just imagine yourself in a bath with rose petals and all the things and put it in a jar.
Mm-hmm. You could even make the spell jar and then use it later as a bath jar.
Ah.
Ha ha ha.
Multi-purpose.
When you're ready to dispose of it. What else could you throw off in a self-love jar? Maybe a picture of you.
Yeah.
A picture where you're feeling yourself. Throw that in there.
Put a poem in there.
Poems. That's a good one. Sigils. all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Oh, I one time charged a necklace for myself for self-love on my altar, and then I left my husband.
Good job.
So you could put a piece of jewelry in there and then like leave it in there for a month and take it out and wear it later. Like as a reminder of your ongoing journey of self-love. All sorts of shit you could do. A happiness spell jar. That sounds fun.
All the yellow stuff.
Yeah, yellow. Boom, done. Basically whatever makes you happy. This is saying like honeysuckle and lemon, all the things that we already know.
Yeah, lemon sounds good. That makes me like think of happy, like refreshing thoughts.
This one also mentions St. John's wort, which is really good because that's actually one of the leading ingredients of Paxil.
Okay.
Which is an antidepressant. St. John's wort has for a long time been known to have antidepressant qualities.
Oh, I need to slip that into someone's tea.
Vitamins, yes.
Yes.
I used to.
Yeah.
Before he started using all my money on drugs.
Yeah.
And I couldn't afford to get him vitamins.
Yeah.
But yeah, your happiness spell jar can have whatever you want in it that'll make you happy. I was going to say just now, if you are on antidepressants, maybe your prescription from your doctor can go in there or something, a label off of one of them.
Yeah.
You know, just like as a happiness/gratitude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because those things to me always kind of go hand in hand.
They do. Because
you're happier when you're feeling grateful.
Yeah. That's why a lot of times they say before you go to bed, do like a gratitude
checklist and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Now I'm going to do a healing one.
Okay.
Which is good for when you're sicky or want to give to someone who is sicky.
Okay. Eucalyptus?
Yeah. You could do eucalyptus. Turmeric is another good one. Actually, orange is the color of healing.
Oh, okay.
Orange or blue.
Okay.
But yeah, I would use more orange for a healing thing.
Orange makes you think about vitamin C.
Yeah. But you could even do orange peels. You could do lemon in this one too.
Yeah.
But lavender, eucalyptus, mint, clear quartz, smoky quartz.
Okay.
Is a good one too. Salt.
Okay.
What's another good stone? I just had it in my brain. This says amethyst. That's not correct. But I know another good healing stone in my brain. Oh, a worry stone.
Yeah.
You could put any of those worry stones in there. Agate.
Okay.
Is usually a good, they make worry stones out of that a lot. Unless it's like thin cut and brittle. This is the fun one. Okay, insight or psychic ability.
Okay. Amethyst.
Definitely some weed. Yes, amethyst. I would put a whole lot of snug in there.
Okay.
Mugwort.
Okay. What is that?
Marshmallow. Mugwort?
Yeah.
It's a plant.
Okay.
It's a herb, and it can maybe get you high if you take a lot of it.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
Bay leaves. Have you ever written wishes on bay leaves?
Yeah. That's actually part of a prosperity spell.
Yeah. So you could put bay leaves in there. Amethyst for sure. Quartz. Quartz can go in anything. That's just friendly reminder. Salt, rosemary, and quartz can go in all of these spell jars. Yeah. And they can also go in any spell, and they can be the only tools that you use, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Because, again, the universe doesn't give a shit. You could do lapis in this. What's the other one my brain is telling me? The mirrored hematite.
Okay.
If you have a good piece of really mirrored hematite, like a scrying stone, which freaks
obsidian
me out. Is that what I'm thinking of?
Yeah, obsidian.
Yeah, like a scrying stone. That could go in there. Anything, if you're using a coffee container, you could put a Ouija planchette in there.
Ooh.
If you want to be creepy as fuck. You did a visible shiver. That was funny.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely not.
No. I do not mess with that stuff.
Yeah. Ouija boards. Don't mess with those. That's probably a good idea. I'm going to combine these last two. It's banishing and protection, which is basically the same thing.
Yeah.
But protection, you can use your obsidian and smoky quartz, black salt, which we know how to make.
Yep. That's like episode 1 or 2.
Yeah. Black pepper.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. Because you think pepper spray. Come at me, bitch. Cayenne pepper.
Yeah.
Hell, any pepper. If you got paprika, chili peppers, the little roasted red peppers and stuff.
Yeah.
Fuck them up.
So when you're at a pizza place, get one of those packets.
For real. You could just put a whole ass packet in there. Who cares? And you can even still be in the packet. Who cares?
Yeah.
It's all fake. I mean, it's not fake, but everything's made up and the points don't matter.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Mirror. Pieces of mirror.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't break a mirror.
Well, I don't know. I don't know how this was done, but when I did the protection balls, they had pieces of mirror. So I don't know if they broke it or I don't know how they did it, but
I would do too if you are protecting from a specific person. You could get a picture of them and wrap it in tinfoil.
Okay.
Because then it mirrors back to themselves.
Got it.
And you don't have to worry about it anymore.
Got it.
And then, dude, locks. You could put a lock in there.
Yeah.
Like a small combination lock or something. What else is good for protection?
But black is the color for protection.
Yeah. Yeah. And also another good thing, when you're done with a protection jar, what I would do is bury it near your front entryway.
Yeah.
And keep it right there. I have 5 under my front porch. My dog dug 2 of them up.
Aw.
Damn dog. I need to make some new ones. But yeah, once you're done
Which one was it?
Oh, I don't know. They're all the same.
Oh, no. I mean, which dog was it?
NASA.
The
little dog. She's created a whole ass crater underneath my front steps. I don't know what her deal is.
She was letting you know it's time to change them out.
Yeah, probably
They're expiring.
Yeah. When you want to get rid of a spell jar, what I would recommend is not just throwing it away, but emptying it and maybe burning what's inside. And then you can throw the container away. But I wouldn't just toss the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because that, where are you supposed, where's the universe supposed to take that energy?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Yeah, pretty much.
What am I doing with this? Just taking it to the dump? That's weird. Can you imagine how much crap is at the dump?
Oh, yeah. Probably lots.
I bet the dump is haunted as fuck.
Yeah. I mean, it probably has a lot of haunted items in there that people haven't discovered. But yeah, there you go.
That's all I have to say about that.
Spell jars. Cool.
A quick review.
Yeah.
It's not that quick, but it was a little quick.
Meh. It was quick per spell jar.
Yeah. There were just a lot of spell jars. I actually skipped 2.
I'm trying to get comfortable.
But they were boring.
I'm getting knotted up in my wires. Okay. So, it's my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Today, we're doing somewhat of a local true crime story.
Dun, 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 dun.
Located in Mobile County in Alabama, which is literally right across the state line from us.
Yeah.
We could be there in 30 minutes.
We were there.
Yeah.
Very recently.
Okay. So let's start with our main characters. Our first character is Steve Nodine, who was first elected to a political seat in 2001 when he beat a 2-term official for the Mobile City Council. Then in 2004, he was elected to another position of political authority when he won a seat for Mobile County Commissioner. He was re-elected to a county commissioner when he ran unopposed in 2008. So he's a big political person.
I mean,
doing it for 7 years.
He already ran unopposed, so whatever.
Yeah, exactly. If it's unopposed, then did you really win?
Yeah.
Or did you just win by default?
Yeah.
I mean,
default.
I guess people could just write another name in. And maybe if
these nuts.
Yeah, everyone's like Mickey Mouse.
What would happen if Mickey actually won an election?
I don't know.
I bet Disney would be like, "We got you."
Yeah.
We'll send him there immediately.
My husband would riot. Oh my gosh, the Republicans would riot.
I low-key want to see it happen.
They'd be like, woke America.
Just like some random town in Michigan or something elects Mickey Mouse to Disney's like, bet.
Yeah.
We got you.
Okay, moving on.
Kid in it. Sorry.
Because I don't want to get too political. It was during Stephen's first term in the Mobile County Commission when he met Angel Downs. Which every time I say Mobile, I think about the GPS calling it mobile.
Yeah. Mobile.
So for the rest of this episode, I'm going to say Mobile County Commissioner. No, just kidding.
Mobile.
Angel's friends talked about her good looks, at one point jokingly calling her Barbie, which, was that a good thing or a bad thing? I feel like it could go either way.
I'm wearing a Barbie shirt.
Well,
I know. Is it like Barbie, like we love Barbie, or Barbie like Barbie's a fascist?
Yeah. Barbie is superficial. Like, which Barbie are we talking about?
Not Midge.
Yeah, not Midge. Oh my gosh. Yes, Angel was
Midge.
Definitely not Midge.
Never mind.
Okay, according to people in her life, Angel was happy. She was a 45-year-old real estate agent in Gulf Shores and loved living near the beach. In 2004, Angel met Stephen while hanging out at the mullet toss with some of their mutual friends, which I think the only people who does a mullet toss is Florida Bama, which is a club right over the bridge from like Perdido, Florida to is it Mobile? No, it's Gulf Shores. Whatever. Anyway, I'm not very good with directions.
I went to the Florida Bama the week after I left my husband with 2 of our friends from work.
Yeah.
And we were all just like, we're too old for this place.
Yeah. Were you too old? Well, yeah, I guess. It's a bunch of seniors.
There were a bunch of like 20-somethings about to get married, and I was like, "Whoo, run!"
Yeah.
Maybe don't.
But I feel like it's also the older group of people too, because
we didn't see them.
Because Angel was like 45.
Yeah.
So there's definitely older people there too. Anyway, so they were at Florida Bama, mullet toss. Interview. Stephen described himself as a celebrity mullet toss.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Dude.
What a fucking dork.
Dude. Okay. So, not only was he a commissioner and all this stuff and super popular, he was also married.
Ooh!
Yeah, and so he told Angel that his marriage was on the rocks, of course. And, he started an affair with Angel. And it wasn't a secret. They were not keeping this a secret. Like, they were going to public events together.
That's so gross.
So gross. And so according to people who were close to the couple, Angel didn't like that Steve had a wife, and she repeatedly insisted on him getting a divorce. And Steve agreed to allegedly led Angel to believe that he was actually filing for a divorce. However, a year into the relationship, Angel started questioning like why the divorce was taking so long and all this stuff. And she found out that Stephen actually didn't file for a divorce. That
Ooh.
Also, I forgot to look this up. Well, where the fuck is the wife during this time?
Yeah, where's she at? She just like, we're chilling. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, and so when Steve was asked, like, why are you doing this? He said, I wanted everything. I wanted to have Angel. I wanted to have my family life to come back over here in Mobile. I wanted to escape to the beach when I could. And so basically he just wanted to live 2 separate lives.
Yeah.
Which, really? Like, that must be nice for you, because most women can't do that shit. We are stuck at home, watching the kids, cooking the food, doing all the shit. And the man is like, oh, I have a hobby. I'm going to go every weekend to Gulf Shores to go fuck this woman.
I saw this comedian who talked about, like...
Fuck you, Steve.
How men must be stronger than women, because a woman will come home from her 9 to 5, or because men have separate families. She was like, a woman can't do that.
No. We definitely
I got too many dishes to wash at this house. I'm not going to go over to that house and wash more dishes.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm someone who's like kind of likes to be in the middle of the road. Like I see the appeal of being able to do that, to have a family life, but at the same time escape that family life. Because to be honest, what woman has not thought, I really just want to escape from these dishes and go live another life?
You ever get on the interstate on payday and just look at the road ahead of you? And I sometimes, all the time, I'll be like, man, I could just go to Texas.
Yeah, I used to.
I could just go. I could just keep going to Texas.
Yeah. I mean.
But then I'm in Texas.
Because this ain't Texas. That song
It's almost worse, though, here.
Yeah. I mean.
Like, Florida's not any better. We need this ain't Florida.
Yeah. It's about 50-50 with Texas. Like, we ain't doing that great either. Republicans. Okay. Sorry. Not political. Okay. So, their relationship continued for 6 years until May 9th, 2010, Mother's Day. Pictures were taken from that day show what appeared to be a very happy-looking Angel. Steve confirmed that Angel was happy and that it had been a normal day for the couple until he dropped her off at home. This is where the story goes south, or at least more south, because a story with a married man having an affair is not going to end well for anyone. On May 9th, 2010, an urgent 911 call went out after a gunshot was heard.
Ooh.
First responders found Angel Downs laying in her driveway with a visible head injury with a handgun next to her body.
In the driveway?
Yeah, in the driveway.
That's odd.
It's super odd. And I'll continue on and we can talk about it a little bit more because it's just this story's weird.
Yeah.
And that's why I wanted to do it. It's because I was like, one, fuck you, dude. For having an affair on your wife. And then like, you know, whatever. Anyway, continuing before I give too much of this spoiler. From the beginning of the investigation, there was questions on if it was suicide or was it murder. District Attorney Judy Newcomb said she was called around 11:30 p.m. that night and was told what happened. Judy said she believed that they were still trying to figure out if Angel's death was a homicide or a suicide when she got the call. It's somewhat... This is quotations. Yes, okay. It's someone who's shot in the head with their own gun, which statistically would be a suicide. And what everyone's first impression when they see it is, oh, someone killed themselves. Not only that, but Angel had previously tried to commit suicide before with sleeping pills. Like 4 years earlier. So this isn't her first go around with the whole suicide thing.
Yeah. But there's a big difference between taking a few pills and going night-night and going out to your driveway and shooting yourself in the head.
Yes.
That's the weird part for me. The driveway.
Yeah, the driveway.
Nobody does that.
Yeah.
That's weird. No.
So Angel's sister said that Angel had plans for the future. She had appointments for the next week. That, you know, she really didn't think Angel would have committed suicide. And even if she did, she would have probably done pills.
Yeah.
Again. Though, I mean, when I think about that, I'm like, well, maybe she was like, you know, it didn't work the first go around, so I need to do something different.
I could see that too.
Yeah.
But it's just in the driveway.
In the driveway.
I feel like, I don't know Angel, but I feel like she's a nice enough woman that she wouldn't want some kid riding by on their bike.
Yeah.
And seeing that.
Yeah. So, and she had dinner plans later that night, so that means she, like, died during the day.
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
Yeah. The woman said it was like 11:30 at night when they called her.
Yeah.
And that was probably a few hours later. Yeah.
So, through this investigation, investigators were looking at Steve since he was the last one to see Angel.
Obvi.
In Steve's version of the story, he claimed that he dropped Angel off and left before realizing he had forgotten his wallet. He turned around and parked parallel on her house, to her house. And he didn't see Angel when he came back to get his wallet. He said he went inside, grabbed his wallet, and left.
No.
Although Stevens claims to not have seen her when he came back for his wallet, Angel's neighbors were kind of remembering something different.
I bet.
One of Angel's neighbors told officers, I think there was a gunshot. Mr. Nodine, Nodine, whatever, was still here, and he then got in his truck and left. During the whole investigation, and to this day, Steve claims that he did not shoot Angel. By the time the neighbors arrived to the scene to attempt to help save Angel's life, Steve was nowhere to be found. He claims to have driven away before that start. But wait. He claims to have driven away just before that. Said he heard nothing, definitely not the sound of a gunshot. When questioned at the police station, Steve told officers that after he left Angel's house, he stopped at a convenience store where he was caught on surveillance camera. He then stopped at a golf club that was closed, then 2 restaurants where he was also caught on surveillance camera. That sounds like trying to create an alibi. You went to a golf club that was closed? You didn't know? Well, I guess it was Mother's Day.
Yeah.
So maybe
it's a Sunday. All golf clubs are they're always closed on Sunday.
No.
Yeah, because you got to go see Jesus.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think golf clubs are open on Sunday too, because that's a day of relax for people too.
Oh yeah, I guess.
So like they'll unwind and play golf. I'm pretty sure I've seen golf carts around.
But it's Mother's Day.
Yeah, but what do guys do? Fucking leave? Leave the mom with the kids? Don't you want to spend time with your kids on Mother's Day?
I fucking hate men.
Anyway, so a lot of hinky stuff going on, and I'm going to tell you my theory after this.
Okay.
So, just 2 weeks after Stephen was indicted and arrested for murder, his lawyer noted the timing of the arrest was odd, as it was just days away from Election Day, and the district attorney was up for re-election.
Oh my gosh.
So,
that's the dumbest crap I've ever heard. Like, oh yeah, y'all are just arresting him because he's up for re-election. Not because he was definitely the last person to see her alive.
Yeah.
And it's totally normal for them to arrest that person.
Yeah, and there was like a lot of in and outs in my notes about like how this was political and everything. But like basically he was saying, oh my gosh, this is a witch hunt because like re-elections and stuff.
It's not at all suspicious that the woman you were having a public affair with was shot in her driveway.
Everyone saw you.
Like
Everyone
what?
fucking saw you.
Yeah, it's political for sure. It has nothing to do with that it looks suspicious AF.
Yeah. Though I don't know how much his re-election would have worked, because just before Angel's death in 2009, Steve had been found with marijuana in his county-issued vehicle.
Ooh!
Because of this, he was forced to resign. And Steve not only smoked marijuana, but allegedly became addicted to prescription painkillers due to his hip pain. So, like, I don't think he would have won. So I don't think this whole, like, political persecution kind of thing that was going on was really a thing. I think they were just kind of throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping that it would stick.
Yeah. It's a good one.
So, going into trial, DA Newcomb said they didn't have any forensic evidence to tie Steve to the scene, but they did plan to use Angel's friends and family to describe the relationship between her and Steve. Though, like good friends and family, they didn't have anything good to say about him. Yeah. I mean, he was cheating on his wife with Angel, and at the same time, he was telling Angel that he was getting a divorce. And you don't believe that, like, Angel was, like, talking the shit about him to her friends and family and being like, why would he not get a divorce? And all her friends were probably like, hey,
you should probably stop seeing him.
Yeah. If he's not going to get a divorce, don't go with him.
Yeah.
But I also think, like, with a city and county commissioner and a guy who's about to become mayor, there's, like, an upper class to that she might have desired.
Yeah.
So I think her tolerance was a little bit higher than if you were, like, in a broke down trailer, you know.
Yeah. It just hit me, though, that this guy was taking his side piece out on Mother's Day instead of the mother of his children.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I hate men. I can't with y'all.
Yeah. So, also, Angel's sister said that Steve was controlling and would stalk Angel online and in person.
What the fuck?
2 of Angel's friends told the jury that Angel had told them that Steve had beaten her and pushed her many times. And her friends also claimed, Angel said, just always know that if you ever find me dead, he killed me.
Ooh!
Though on the flip side, Steve, of course, says there was never physical violence. DA Newcomb said she had plenty of circumstantial evidence to tie Steve to the murder. The biggest thing that struck everyone as extremely strange is that Angel's hair, literally, her hair looked like it had been laid out opposed to someone falling back. All the evidence presented, the jury was sent, after all the evidence was presented, the jury was sent to deliberate. After 6 hours of deliberation, the jury came back deadlocked on a murder charge, and the judge was forced to declare a mistrial.
Ugh.
When asked, one of the jurors said, "I remember that Judy Newcomb pretty much made a fool of herself." So the other team.
Ugh.
The thing that stood out to me most was one, Angel's hair was fanned out on the concrete. Her legs were bent up slightly, and then said it looked like she had been dragged down the driveway. I don't understand why someone would do that anyway, but whatever. So she got a pillow and tried to demonstrate that when you fall backwards, your hair doesn't fan out. But when she did it, sure enough, it fanned out. So, like, the DA was not very great.
Yeah.
And I think that's the issue, because they didn't find, like, any gun residue. They didn't find any, like, of course, I don't know if they didn't find any gun residue on Steve's hand or if they just didn't test him.
Yeah.
Because police sometimes are stupid.
Yeah.
So for 4 months, Steve was a free man until he had to face a federal gun charge that was possessing a gun while using drugs. And then he was behind bars for a year. During this time, the newly elected attorney, district attorney, decided to open up the case again.
Nice.
However, basically Steve took a plea deal instead.
Ah. Poo nanny.
So he ended up... Give me a second.
Manslaughter?
No. Okay, so the state of Alabama dropped the murder charges. And in return, Steve pled guilty to pre-jury for lying on a legal form. What legal form did he lie on?
Yeah.
That's what I want to know. He also pled no contest to harassment charges after he allegedly harassed Angel with emails and text messages. And then he was sentenced to 10 years, but only served 2 years in jail. And then even during those 2 years, he was spending nights and weekends in the jail. But during the day, he was working for his lawyer.
Oh my gosh.
On like a work release program. The upper class.
Yeah.
Like, he got some perks for being, a county commissioner, a city commissioner, whatever.
Gross. That's some Mobile stuff right there.
Yeah.
That sounds like Mobile.
I feel like that's,
Mobile
I'm not sure. I've only lived in Florida, but that sounds like something that would happen in Florida, too, in our area.
Yeah, we know he murdered that lady, but he was a county commissioner, so we'll let him slide.
Yeah. Okay. So, Stephen is still having issues with the law. In 2016, he was arrested again and sentenced to another 60 days behind bars after violating his probation by leaving the state without permission and failing a court-ordered drug test.
Steve, get your shit together, my dude.
Yeah.
I need to see that.
Wait. I still
have
more.
Oh, okay. You're just moving around.
I'm just getting, all tied up in my wires. Okay.
You are all the way tied. How the hell did you do that?
Because I put my feet up to get comfortable. So here, like I said, I like to be kind of a person that's kind of like in the middle of the road.
Mm-hmm.
And Angel has... Okay, don't get mad at me, people out there in our little podcast world, for me to say this.
Canceled.
Because this is just a theory that I have.
Mm-hmm.
I think what had happened was Steve dropped off Angel at the house. And they have an argument.
Mm-hmm.
Because Angel is like, oh, you're going to your wife. This is bullshit. It's been 10 years and you haven't divorced her yet. This is ridiculous. Divorce her or I'm going to kill myself.
Yeah.
And he calls her bluff and she shoots herself. He freaks out, drives away, and goes and finds all these ways to be like, no, I was not at her house at that time.
Yeah.
But the weird thing is, why the driveway?
I could see maybe he was like fine and left, and she followed him out.
Maybe.
Like he was like, kill yourself then. I'm going to go.
Maybe. But
and
like,
was walking out to the car.
Why would she? I don't know. I'm just still like.
Maybe.
What? What's your theory?
She was on drugs too.
Actually, I didn't put that in my notes, but yes, she was. There was.
She was high as a fucking kite.
She was drugs in her blood system too.
Yeah, that'll make you do it. I tell you what, I've been around some people with high emotions and lots of drugs in their system, and they are likely to shoot themselves in the driveway.
Yeah.
It would not have shocked me in the slightest.
But yeah, so that's the story. It's weird. It's a city commissioner who may or may not have been, involved in a murder.
I don't think I think your theory makes a lot of sense. Mm-hmm. That they were arguing and she followed him out and shot herself.
Yeah, as like revenge, you're not getting divorced. Why would I even want to live?
Right, but also like he definitely was not. His hands aren't clean.
No. And he does say, I'm gonna say, yeah. He does say that he does feel guilty about it. But, that was a bad relationship and that he shouldn't have been in it and everything. Yeah. And I'm just like,
is he still with his wife?
I have
they actually gotten a divorce?
All the articles that I've read has said nothing about the wife, and I wonder if that's like purposely, like she's like, don't fucking say my name.
Yeah,
I do not
like
want
Eliza Hamilton.
Yeah,
she's like, I'm erasing myself from this narrative. I would very much like to be excluded. Thank you.
Yeah, but like obviously he hasn't learned his lesson because he's still like leaving the state without permission.
Yeah,
like that's a big thing when you're on probation.
Yeah.
So like literally, he probably was like with his friends, and he was like, we're going to go out of town.
Crab Island.
Yeah, something. And not like think about like, hey, oh yeah, I'm in trouble. I need to like take some steps here. He's still like living his life as if nothing happened, I think. Yeah. I mean, this is just like me thinking. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm going with.
My goodness. Thank you for listening. We release a new episode every Monday, so roll one and meet us back here next week for more spooky and witchy shit. In the meantime, check out our Instagram, the Spooky Stonerzzz podcast. That is Stonerzzz with 3 Z's. If you would like to contact us about your personal true crime or paranormal story, or if there's a subject you would like us to cover, you can email us at the spookystonerdzzpodcast@gmail.com. Again, that is Stonerzzz with 3 Z's. So we will see you next Monday, and in the meantime, smoke on, Spooky Stonerzzz.
Bye!
Bye!